Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a tool that has completely transformed, almost overnight, Google's NotebookLM. Seriously, if you haven't checked it out recently, you're missing out. Its latest updates have taken it from, a basic document viewer to a genuinely powerful autonomous agent. It doesn't just read anymore, it literally does the heavy lifting for you.
And here's the craziest takeaway from all of this. Most people are barely using 1% of what this free tool can actually do. There are 13 incredible new capabilities we're breaking down today, and we're going to distill the absolute best of those so you can stop leaving 99% of its power on the table. To really wrap our heads around this, we have to look at the massive shift in what this tool actually is now. The old way of viewing NotebookLM was basically as a fancy PDF reader, right? You dump a single document in, maybe ask it a basic question, and that was pretty much the whole shebang. But the new way? It's a proper thinking partner, fully powered by Google's latest Gemini models. And the absolute crucial point here is that it answers only from the sources you provide. So it's a closed loop of your specific information. Okay, let's dive into this. We are going to escalate through 5 levels of power, starting with level 1, fast and deep research. Imagine you want to know exactly how Netflix earns money. Instead of uploading a static PDF, you just paste a search query. Almost instantly, NotebookLM gives you 2 choices. You can go with fast research, where the AI quickly grabs about 10 sources in just 10 to 20 seconds, or you choose deep research. This is where it actually stops, plans out exactly what data it needs, and hunts across hundreds of web sources. A few minutes later, it brings back 32 or more high-quality sources, effectively building a localized brain completely dedicated to your topic. And when you ask your new custom Netflix brain a question, you're never just blindly trusting the answer. The AI generates its responses with these tiny numbers embedded right in the text. Those are direct citations. You click one, and boom, you jump straight to the exact source. You can literally see the receipt behind every single sentence, which completely eliminates that nagging anxiety of the AI just making things up. Moving right along to level 2, the content studio. Now, gathering information is great and all, but the studio is where the reading turns into actual building. From that single pile of Netflix sources we just gathered, NotebookLM can autonomously generate 9 different formats of finished work. We're talking audio podcasts, mind maps, comprehensive reports, infographics, data tables, but 2 of these are real game changers. It can generate a highly polished, cinematic 4.5-minute video overview with clean visuals and narration. And even better, it can build a full 25-slide presentation with proper headings and diagrams that follows your brand guidelines. You can export the whole thing with one click straight to Google Slides, all from that exact same pile of research. This brilliantly illustrates just how interactive the whole system can be. Say you need to memorize information for an exam, or, you just want to sound incredibly sharp in an upcoming meeting. NotebookLM can instantly generate interactive flashcards and custom quizzes based strictly on your sources. You can set the difficulty to medium, ask for recent Netflix releases, and it'll challenge you right there. Which 2021 dystopian thriller? You flip that digital card and there it is, Squid Game. You can delete questions you don't like or pull up hints if you're stuck. You've literally just generated a fully customized, perfectly accurate exam prep machine in seconds, without having to write a single study question yourself. How cool is that? Next up, level 3, your private expert mentor. So what if you want to learn how to do something rather than just memorizing facts? The setup to import expert knowledge is surprisingly simple. Let's use the YouTube creator Vaibhav Sasinti and his prompt engineering style as our example. Step 1, you ask Gemini a question about his style. Step 2, with one click, you send that output directly into a new NotebookLM workspace. Now, step 3 is the real superpower. You grab his actual YouTube channel URL, paste it into NotebookLM's source list, and tell it to fetch his latest 20 videos. The AI pulls the full context of his entire channel. You now have a private mentor sitting right on your desktop, thinking and answering questions exactly like that expert. And hey, if you don't have time to read all that expert advice, they've introduced a brand new feature called Short. You select your topic, like say how autonomous agents build apps, and NotebookLM compresses complex, hour-long topics into a 1-minute and 10-second vertical video, complete with real motion graphics. It is literally 60 minutes of deep learning packaged into 60 seconds of high-impact video. People used to pay thousands of dollars for a single motion graphic video like this, and now it's just generated for you instantly.
Escalating now to level 4, the autonomous data analyst.
This is where NotebookLM stops being just a content tool and starts acting like an actual employee, doing real data labor. And this is all thanks to a built-in computer in the cloud. Look, we all know the absolute pain of downloading a massive, messy sales export from Shopify or Amazon, right? Currencies are mixed up, rows are empty, spelling mistakes are everywhere. The old way meant losing 2 hours of your afternoon fighting with Excel to clean it by hand. Now, you upload the mess and type one plain English sentence, clean this data up, fix the currencies, and show me monthly sales. Within seconds, the AI outputs a perfectly formatted, standardized table.
But it doesn't stop at just making a table. Because it has that built-in cloud computer, it writes and executes real code to generate the mathematical breakdown. And then it builds a visual chart of the cleaned data right there, without you lifting a finger. It didn't just guess the numbers, it ran the real math on a real computer. And you can download the chart and the clean spreadsheet instantly.
And finally, the ultimate trick. Level 5, the Claude Power Move.
This is for the power user who wants total, hands-off automation by plugging NotebookLM directly into Anthropic's Claude AI. This allows Claude to drive the entire notebook system. Now, you might think you need to be a developer to pull this off, but actually, scratch that. It takes 3 easy steps without touching a single line of code. First, create a folder on your computer called My Note. Second, grab a ready-made connector link, which people have already built and shared online, and paste it straight into Claude. Third, type Run this setup and give it permission. Literally within a minute, Claude and NotebookLM are fully connected.
So what does this actually look like in practice? It is incredibly seamless. You just sit back and type into Claude, research AI's impact on jobs, specifically pull the Anthropic 2027 report, and build a comparative chart. Without you clicking a single menu inside NotebookLM, Claude autonomously creates a brand new notebook for you. It goes out to the web, hunts down those specific reports, imports all the sources on its own, writes a full analytical report, and builds a clean comparative sector risk chart. They are working together as one seamless brain. We've journeyed all the way from a simple PDF reader to a fully autonomous, data-crunching, video-generating agent. It really changes how you look at the whole research process, doesn't it? I want to leave you with this provocative thought. Thinking back to what we saw in Level 3, if you could feed an entire YouTube channel or a giant stack of books into NotebookLM right now, whose mind would you clone? Whose channel would you turn into your own personal interactive tutor? Think about that for a second. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I hope you're just as excited to go try this out for yourself.